Hello, this is Liz with DC Digital, and today I am demonstrating a new product called the DC-106N-RM4. In this video, I'm going to go over how to use this product first, and then follow up with hardware and features. So this is going to be a 6-digit time of day clock with 4 relay zones for controlling lights, bells, and other scheduled events. And the first thing you're going to do is turn on the device and connect it to Ethernet. So I'm going to cycle the power really quick. And then once it's done with the count up sequence, you're going to open up IPSetup and then find the device on the list that has the same MAC address as the DC-106N-RM4. And when you do find it, highlight it and click Launch Web Page. It'll bring you to a page where you can type in protocol data and send it to the device. So there is a 1-minute lockout from power up. So when it powers up, goes through the 10-second count up sequence, you'll have to wait until it says 12:01 to send any data and get a change on your device. And that's because the SBL2E on the inside sometimes takes a little bit to receive its IP address and get updated. So 1 minute is plenty of time for that to happen. So there's a chart below where you type in the protocol, and it'll tell you what you need to type in order to get an expected result. So I'm going to set it for time of day first. So I'm going to type in 0 first, and then I'd like to set it for 1:30 in the afternoon. So I will type in another 0 and then put a colon in, and then 1:30, let's say 15 seconds. And just make sure that there are 8 bytes there total. And click send, and it will send it to the display. Now to send a relay pulse, I'm going to type in 1 and then another 1 for relay on. And then for the relay address, I'm going to type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. And the last bit is going to be which relay 1 through 4 you turn on. So I'm going to have 1 in there first and hit send. And it'll turn on relay 1 for 3 seconds. And I have the fan connected up to that relay. So when it turns on, you can see the paper move kind of in front of the display. So to turn on another relay, I'll type in 1, 1, then have 5 zeros, and then type in a 2. It'll turn on the relay again, but the fan is only connected to relay 1, so nothing happens. There are also some buttons on top of the case, and from left to right, it forces the relay on. So this will force on relay 1. So you can see that the fan turned on and the paper's moving. The second one will turn on relay 2, third one will turn on relay 3, and the fourth one will turn on relay 4. And then you can also send a word to the relays if you're trying to control an alphanumeric clock. I do not have an alphanumeric clock hooked up to show you, but you would type in 2 for the first byte, and then a 1 or a 0 for steady or flashing. And then you would be able to type in capital letters and spaces to send a word to an alphanumeric display, like exit or fire or evac. And then that's all on the home page for the web page. So if you go to network setup, here you'll be able to change the device name. You'll be able to change the addressing mode from DHCP to static. Right now I have it in static because I needed it to have a specific IP address. And you can also change the listening port for the SBL2E. Right now it's set for 23, and that's the default port for the SBL2E. It'll pop up on 23, but you can change that if you need to. And then there's other TCP and UDP settings below that. And to change anything, you would just change the name or change it from static to DHCP and then hit submit. And if you change anything, it'll direct you to another web page for a few seconds, and then it'll refresh back to that page. All right, so for digit size, inside the case, those are 1-inch red segmented LEDs. The case is a NEMA 4X enclosure, and it has a smoke lens instead of our clear. And to mount it, there are going to be 4 through holes in the back corners of the case. The power is going to be 120 volts AC at 60 hertz using a 3-prong 6-foot power cord. And the only connections for this are going to be for all of the relays and the RJ45 for the Ethernet. So for the relays, all of the relays have ARM, open, and closed slots or terminals. If you're going to attach power like the fan, make sure that the live side of the power, or what's going in, is going to be on the arm, and that the power coming out of the relay is going to be attached to either the open or closed, depending on how you need it set up. And those relays are going to be rated at 360 watts. And we tested them at 120 volts AC at 3 amps and 24 volts DC at 15 amps. So both of those will be handled fine by the relays. So that's what we are rating them at. All right. And all of our products are manufactured and assembled at our location in Carlisle, Ohio. So if you like this product and want to order it, or if you have any questions about how we can customize any of our products for your specific needs, please contact us using the link in the description. Again, this has been Liz with DC Digital, demonstrating a new product called the DC-106N-RM4. Thank you.